Hello everyone, welcome to Simply Learn Programming, and today is the second lesson about the programming concepts in Java. Today we're going to be looking at arrays. So, as I told you last time, an array, uh, is it complicated? I don't know, it's just a list. It's not complicated at all, but it can get complicated as everything in programming. Well, it's basically, imagine it like a bunch of stuff you have. For example, you have three backpacks. One of the backpacks has pencils, another one has fluff toys, and the third one has medicine. So the first backpack is basically a list. So like you have, for example, you have like 50 pencils in it. So your first backpack will be containing a list of 50 pencils. The second backpack will be containing a list of 50 fluffy toys, and etc. So it's basically not that scientific. It's just you having a bag of stuff. But yeah, it's just a list. Array is just a type of list, of course, but it's just a list of things. And like any different lists, it can have different types. And specifically about Java, you must assign this different type of array list beforehand. So for example, you want to have an array of double values. We checked double values in the last video. If you haven't seen the last video, I suggest you go check it. It's not too long, but not too short. So a double, so if you want to have a list of a bunch of double values, you initialize it with this double, square brackets, and then the name of the array. If you want to have a list of booleans, just type in boolean beforehand, character, strings, any type, integer even. So, as I said, it's like a shopping cart full of food, but it can have only one type of food. So if you want to eat, if you want to buy 50 doubles in a shopping cart, yeah. If you want to buy 50 characters, yeah. Or a bag of chocolates, you have a bag of strings, a bag of words. And maybe a cup of boats, I don't know. It can be a list of anything you can imagine. That's what's beautiful about programming. Well, anything can be designed. Well, that's basically it. I told you it's going to be really simple. If you want to read more, you can always visit this link, and as I showed you, and this will get you to this page, and it should show you what array list is, and you can write in different examples of them. Yeah. So this is the print line. I'm gonna give you an example of making an array list. Let's make an array list of integers. And so let's call it first array. And if you remember, we end every line in Java with a dot and a comma because Java does not accept anything else. So this declares, so let's say, that's how you comment, by the way. So declares a list in Java. You can comment in Java like this. It's a slash slash. This does nothing. It just does nothing in the code. Functions does nothing. Its only function is for the one reading the code to see this. Because if we run it, it's gonna give nothing because we haven't printed nothing. So this does nothing. It does nothing to the code. So yeah, we initialize our first array. Let's give it 10 integers, like 10 numbers. But remember, an integer is a whole number. So first array, and now square brackets. So first array equals, well, square bracket first, a new int, and now it has 10 in it. N dot and 0. This basically says, so we have this array, but it's empty. It has nothing in it, but it should have integers. So let's give it, so this array has new integers, like a new inclusion of integers, and the number of them is 10. So, but those 10 integers, let me show you something. System.out.println, this prints a new line break. If you remember, system.out new println, if we want to print out the first element of the array, let's say 0. It's gonna give out 0. If we want to give out element 5, it's gonna give out 5. And let me explain you why. Oh, it will give 0. Yeah, my bad. So this gives 0 every time because the array, like, it's now filled with 10 values, but they are empty values. So like so this gives the value at type 5 of like place 5. And let me tell you something about the array. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are 10 values in the array. Because in programming, and this includes in every, I think almost every programming language, the 0 is the first element. Because remember what I told you about the integers. Integer features from minus infinity to plus infinity. And since 0 is a real number, integers includes 0. And since 0 is a real number, it's the first element in the array. So the 0 element is the first element in programming. It's not first, this one is second, this one is third. I know, it's confusing at first, but you'll get used to it. The 0 element is the starting element, which means the first element. Let me delete this. Let me type in, let's initialize some values. So let's do this. First array, and we're gonna do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I should have done it in a smarter way. Let me show you how. So first array, 0 equals 100. And this gives the first element to be equal to 100. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the second, you can do this. See, it's much easier than what I initialized before. 8, and then the 10th element. Okay, and 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1000. So if you want to print, for example, the elements, wait, if you wanted to say something, you can do element on index 5, so like on index 6 actually, no, on index 5, I'm gonna show you why, is the dot, spacebar, plus this, and this should show the element here. See, element on index 5 is 600, and if we do this, like, oops, like a few more times, so if we want to do that, oh, it runs by itself. Okay, so I think, no, not there, I want to type here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do the whole thing because I love completing stuff. 8, 9. And correspondingly here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that was 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that's the 10th element. That's the first, because we always count from the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we run it, it's going to show every different element. Well, I don't know why it shows it like this. It's really interesting why it does that. For example, those are fine. Well, the program is doing something it shouldn't do. So what I wanted to tell you is that each one of those should be on a new line, because we're doing a print line. Because if we don't do print line, look how messy it's gonna get. Everything will be like bunched together. See, those are bunched together. Well, it should print them out on the new line. So element is 100, and then this will be on the new line. I think I just messed with the output. Let me fix it. This, like this. Yeah, it should be fine now. See? No, do this. Well, you got it. So this basically prints every element on a new different line. And that's basically arrays. That's an array of integers. You can make an array of strings, you can make an array of doubles, you can make an array of something else. It's just important that you assign, for example, this is integer, that you assign the data types, because if I give 100.0, it's not gonna like it really much. See, it gets error, because this is a double in a list of integers, and doubles are not integers. So make sure you assign the right value in them. Well, thank you for watching, and if you need more information, if you want to read more, you can always visit this website. It explains arrays in a really simple way. I explained them in a more shorter way for you to understand, but this additional 5 minutes read information, which will help you learn Java. Thank you for watching.